Max Lucado, the Christian preacher, wrote a book a number of years ago called God Comes Near. And it was a reflection on the mystery of Christmas time. But even though that book is about Christmas, that title, I think, is very important for us today in our own time. Moses, in the first reading, is out in the fields. He is a shepherd. He may be saying to himself, I hate this job. And here we are. We're in slavery. We've been in slavery for too darn long. Our people are suffering. I don't know if God will ever come to us. I don't know if God will ever come to me. He's been away from us for so long now. And then God comes near to Moses, calling him as a representative. And later on, he'll say, Lord, you're probably better off finding somebody else. Thank you very much. But no, God invites him, tells him that he is now on a mission. And Moses is on a mission not just for himself, but for all of the people. He is a shepherd certainly for his father-in-law, but now he will shepherd the people of Israel into a new land, into a new time, into a place flowing with milk and honey. And so God comes to him and God calls him and God says, yes, you may feel forsaken sometimes, but you are beloved, Moses, you and all of your people with you. And how does God come to Moses? In the form of a burning bush. I'm happy they turned it off because I could have been burned. So anyway, it comes in the form of a burning bush. And that form is important to this story. What is our experience of fire? Stay away from it. You tell the kids, don't touch the stove. It burns, it hurts, it kills, it damages us. But now, that burning bush comes to light a fire in Moses, and he will now lead his people. The fire will burn away the shackles of slavery that have kept the Israelite people enslaved, and now they will march into freedom. There's no destruction from this fire, but new life is given. So we know from science that after a fire happens, things grow more so. Trees and plants come back with a great deal more life because the impurities of the soil are burned away. And so all will be different for Moses and Israel now, and all is different for us because God has chosen to give new life to his people many years ago in the desert, and also new life to us. So for our time, maybe like Moses, we might say, I don't know if God's there. I don't know if God's coming to me. I don't know if he'll do anything for me or protect me. I don't know if he'll give me what I need. But we know from our faith that God will come near to us, has come near to us in the past, and will continue to do so for the rest of our lives, for the rest of the world. And so we can doubt and question, but God still reaches out to us. He extends a hand to us, not in a burning bush, but in the kind words of another person. Maybe somebody gives us kind words at a time when things aren't going so well. When somebody extends a hand in friendship, pats us on the back for a job well done, or gives us some kindness in this life. Grace abounds around us. We just have to open our eyes to see it. Moses is out in the field, and yet still that field was holy ground. Imagine what it's like being a shepherd, standing out in a sheep field. It's a grassy place, a muddy place. Moses, you better watch out where you step. You only have sandals on. But still, that's holy ground. And so any place that we are can and should be holy ground for us. Whether we're with our family, at home, whether we're at work or in school or in church, any place that we are is holy ground because God is there with us. It's holy ground because God is ministering to us his graces and filling us with his love each and every day. And so as we work with others, and that might be difficult sometimes, that is holy ground. So our responsibility is to make each place where we are in the course of our day holy ground because we bring God there by our kindness. So today, God comes to us in an unlikely form. And Moses doesn't quite understand what that form is all about, that burning bush. But even though he doesn't understand it, there's a message there of joy, of liberation, and of peace for his people. And so we pray that we can always embrace that God who comes to our holy ground, whatever place that might be, so that he can give us his blessing, his joy, and his peace.